The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
We'll take a look at the today's signals for the intraday charts, and we'll also take a look at some new signals that popped up today, getting in the beginning of the trend. I took a look at the wind tick report, which is more for longer term, daily and weekly charts, and have a couple of new ones popped up here today, and we'll take a look at that for anybody who likes to do a little bit more of a longer term, either a swing or position trade on some stocks. So we're going to jump in and take a look right now. Okay, so should be able to see the chart here. This came off the wind tick report from yesterday, and the new one comes out right about now. So anybody who has wind tick, take a look and see what's the new ones for today. But this is DHR. Had a really nice buy signal on it a couple of months ago. Got in at about 168, and software AbleTrend signal said stay in it the whole time, even though there were plenty of days it went down. The software says no, don't even think about it. As long as you've got these blue dots below, of course you stay in the trade because it blocks the price from going lower. In fact, if you missed the beginning of the trade, that's where you want to get in when it comes back and hits the dot. That's the perfect places to get in if you missed the beginning and you do want to still get in. So that one, that was a really good one there. I got in at about 170, we'll say, and out at 202. That was a real big winner. And the point is, got a brand new buy signal coming in here today. Actually, it was yesterday. Hold 1 second. Just hold it. Oh, 1 second, please. Okay. So you can see here we have a new buy signal that just came in yesterday, and there's the blue bar. There's the small blue dot. That's the important one, not the big dot in the middle. I mean, that helps. It's just telling you what the big dot in the middle is just telling you it's the first new blue bar. It's the start of an uptrend on the lower time frame. But you got to have the higher time frame. That's the most important, to have that higher time frame already in place. Because if you don't have the higher time frame, the arrows pointing up, well, then everything else is meaningless. Obviously, we want agreement between the two. So that's triple confirmation, and we'll see how it goes. So far, good. We'll see. If you didn't, actually, it was up. It was down 66 cents today. So today's even better price to get in. And like I say, there are new ones on the list there today. So a bunch of new ones came in. We'll take a look and see. Yeah, it was about 4 or 5 of them yesterday. And there'll be new ones on there today, especially being an up day. So that's for more of a longer term stock trade, because AbleTrend works just as well for stocks as it does for intraday futures. I mean, a lot of people like the day trade. It's just what they like to do. But many people, myself included, use it for retirement accounts on longer term trades. And then if you want to do more of a swing trade, where you just kind of in and out in a few days or maybe a few weeks, then you jump on over to the 130-minute daily chart. And here's like CNI, that came in a few days ago. And it's kind of going sideways, but still above the blue dots. Stay in your trade. You're safe. I always look at SPY. And by the way, you just type on the keyboard, and as I was typing, the box popped up. You click one frame. One frame. You've got to click one frame with your mouse. Had the huge uptrend here, the big winning AbleTrend signal here, beautiful buy signal there, beautiful sell signal here, 2 big winners. And now we're still in the no trade zone on SPY. Obviously, you've got resistance above, the red arrows, and you've got support below, the blue dots. So the prices get stuck in the middle, but we're getting very close to breaking out to the upside. we'll see what happens after the down month in September. And market's certainly trying to break to the upside. So if that happens, yeah, it'd be a great time to be adding to your positions. If you're like, mutual funds, if you have long-term positions, that type of thing. You always want to check SPY because SPY is the whole market as a whole. It's the S&P 500. So good stuff there, really helpful. And now we'll take a look at the intraday. And here's your intraday. This is it here. This is your scalp chart. And believe me, I keep saying it, the normal 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chart, perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. Everybody just really loving the new scalp chart. So I'm not sure why that's there. Everybody loving the new scalp chart. So obviously, I want to just help everybody out with this chart. It's just been really, really, really profitable, and it's been consistent. That's the thing, very consistent. And I marked off all the signals for today. I believe I counted about 20, maybe 22, or low 20s. Another real good day too. And I'll show that to you. This is the exact charts, exact signals you saw at that time. So, we don't take no cheating. I mean, once the 1 minute bar closes, it's final. It'll never, ever change again. So if you're waiting for the bar to close, because that's the rule, then this would be the exact chart that you would see. So first trade of the day, couple of minutes, always give that market a few minutes just to kind of calm down. The first 5 or 10 minutes can be a little crazy, but somebody who did trade that at that time, about 6, 7 minutes in, right here is the first trade. Remember, it's a very simple rule. So, keep it that way. Anytime the price hits a red arrow, red of course means short, down, a red arrow or a red dot, and closes under that red dot or red arrow, like it did 1, 2, 3, like it did 3, any one of these 3 times here, every one of them was a winner. If it goes, we go short, hit the market short market button. Picked up 5 points on every one of those, 3 for 3 here. If you traded, within 7 or 8 minutes after the market opened. See, hits the red arrow, closes, right at it or point or so below it. 1 minute later, it went down 5 points, winner. Your stop loss goes 1 point above the arrow. Well, that's simple enough. I mean, that's all it is. Yeah, that's all it is. There's nothing else to do. Don't use other indicators. Don't use other charts. Keep it simple because, less is more. The more you complicate it and use other indicators, the worse it's going to be. Trust me. I can assure you that. I'm here to help only. That's what I'm here for. And I want everybody to do well, of course. Okay? Now it comes down and hits the blue dot. And again, same rule, the opposite. Every time the price touches the blue dot and then closes above the blue dot or the blue arrow, arrows are 3 minutes, 3 minute support resistance, dots are 1 minute support resistance. So every time it hits the blue dot or the blue arrow and then closes above it, we buy. Stop goes 1 point below the bottom of the blue arrow or the blue dot. That's it. As soon as we hit our 5 points, we just do an automatic bracket, but we're out. So you don't even have to hit the sell button because it's just once it hits the 5 point limit, you're out. So first trade here would be winner, 5 points. Second trade here, winner, 5 points. Third trade here, winner, 5 points. In fact, it went down 20 points, but I'm only counting 5 because you don't know that at the time it's going to go 20. Once it hits 5 points, we exit the trade. Well, that's kind of simple. I mean, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's almost too easy, right? Hits the blue dot right here, closes above it. 1 minute later, you got your 5 points. Every time you hit 5 points, it's $100. Wow, the first 3 trades, $100. That's pretty good. It's $300 the first 3 trades. Now you have to put the stop 1 point under the blue dot. You want to put it 2 points or 3 points, that's fine also. Some people give it a little more room to breathe. I think that's a great idea, but other people are a little nervous and they don't. Okay, fine. Oh, here's a losing trade. This hits the blue dot, closes above it. We lost on that trade. Here's the blue, hits the blue dot right there. The close is the line that sticks out to the right. Obviously, no trade here. It sticks out to the right. There it is. How did it do? So the open of this bar is where we would enter the trade, right there at the open. This bar has to close, and the second that bar closes, the next bar starts. So the second the next bar starts, and you get your little timer in the corner here, being that it hit the blue dot, the criteria, hit the blue dot, closed above it, hit the buy market button. 1 minute later, it went up 10 points. But I'm only going to count 5 because as soon as it hits 5, we're out. That's another 100. So we had 4 trades, 3 winners, 1 loser so far. And that's what we're averaging, 3 out of 4. So, great start there. And I'm going to run through this a little quick because there's a whole bunch of trades to look at. But, here's a short trade here, went down like 30 points. I'm only going to count 5 because we don't know that at the time. Easy to say that after you know. But, for somebody who trades multiple contracts, you got to trade the normal lot. You can't trade really micros because micros is only $2 a point. So, you have to trade a bunch of micros and then your commissions get a little high. So, this is for somebody who's able to trade just one standard lot, not to trade multiple standard lots. But certainly have many clients who do. But the minimum you'd have to trade 1 lot. Trade less than 1. So here's another example. It's the red dot, closes under it right there. There's the close. The line that sticks out to the right. As soon as the next bar opens, boom, you're in. Hit the buy market button. In this case, sell market button. Okay, wiggles up, goes back down, closes here, shoots back down. 1 minute later, you got your 5 points. Again, this went down 20 points, but just going to count the 5. So another 100. Over here is another trade. Hits the red dot, closes under it. We lost on this trade. We only lost 3 points. I'm going to count 5 points loss. Just to keep it simple. I'm going to count this a 5-point loss because the bar closed right under the red dot. Obviously, the closer you can enter the trade, or that when it closes close to the red dot, well, those are going to be your best shorts. Okay. How about this trade? Nope, closes just a tick above it. No trade. How about this one? No trade, closes above it. No trade, closes above it. No trade, no trade, no trade, no trade. So we just keep waiting, patient. How about here? Nope. Hey, touches the red dot. All I'm waiting for is to touch the red dot. Touches the red dot, closes above it. Nope, can't take that one. Touches the red dot. Nope, closes above it. Touches the red dot. Nope, closes above it. Oh, this is simple enough. That's all you do. Yeah, that's it. That's all we do. Okay, a couple times here, closed above it, closed but went above, but we don't care where, what happens above here. It closes under the dot. Now, if you want to take this one, that's fine, but now you're 20 points away or 15 points away from the red dots. Let that one go. There's like 20, 25 trades a day. We don't have to take every single one if it's a little risky or, if it's a little, you're really that far, 15 points away from the red dot. No, I'm not going to take that one. I wouldn't take it if it's more than 10 points away from the dots, because then you got too much risk if it goes the other way. Hits this, this one here, hit, again, all of these hit the red dot, but this one's a losing trade because if you take this here, it closed above it. So we lost 7 points actually on that trade. It was 6. But I always exaggerate the losses, not the gains like everybody else does. I do the opposite. I exaggerate the losses because I want to make it very realistic. I don't want to paint any unrealistic expectations. I like to keep everybody's expectations, very realistic. Okay. Here, hits the red dot, and it's hard to get in, when they hit one after another. You're not going to catch every one of these. Let's be realistic. Nobody can. You can't catch every single one of them because you'd have to be rapid fire. You can only go so fast. So, if there's 2 in a row that hit the red dot and you're in on one of them, there's just no way you can get in on, the next one. So, no big deal. Wait for the one after that. Just wait another minute or 2 and, another one came right up. So if you don't catch every single one, it's fine. There's so many to choose from, or if you can only trade a half a day or a couple of, great. There's so many to choose from, you'll have plenty of opportunities. That's my point. You'll have plenty of chances. Hits the red dot, closes under it, next bar opens right there. 1 minute later, 5 points again, another winner. Now this one comes within, like, if it's within 1 point, that's okay to take the trade. But you know what? This is really close. It's like right on the dot 1 point. Let it go. Who cares? It's like 25 trades today. No big deal. Every day there's at least 20 to 30 some days. Wait for the next one. If it's too risky, or you're not sure, or if it's really far under the red dot, no, skip it. Wait for the next one. There's so many winning trades. It doesn't matter. It's great. It's just when you have that many winning trades a day, you don't have to think every one of them. It's not that big a deal. So if you're watching this live, okay, look here on the right. Okay, we're going to do this live. Maybe that's a good way to do it. Okay, hits the blue arrow, closes above it. Now this is exactly what you would see. Exactly. Because we're waiting for the bar to close, and once the bar closes, it's final. It'll never change again. So this is, exactly what you see when you're watching it live. Okay? I would, like if you use an infinity, overlay your platform on the left half of the chart, and all you have to do is hit the buy market button. Okay, you're in. Let's see how we did. Winner went up 15 points, which is $300. I'm only counting 100 because we didn't know that at the time. Once it hits 5 points, we're out. That's all it is. Okay. Now we're going to go short. Why? Because it hits the red dot and closes like 1 point under it. Oh, that's beautiful. Remember, the closer the price closes, meaning your entry point, the closer your entry point is to the arrow, the lower your risk. Your stop's only 1 point below it. You only got like 3, 4 points, 5 points at the max at risk. Those are going to be your lowest risk trades. So those are the ones I love. Those are the ones you really want to take because it's low, they're very low risk. So the closer the price closes to the red dot, meaning your entry point is very close to the red dot, and if your stop is only 1 point above it, that's great. There's very little bit of money at risk. Those are the best ones. Okay, we lost on that trade right here because it closed 1 point above it. Well, we lost 2 points, but we lost. Okay. Next trade, that's a trade. Closes under the red dot. Lost on that one. Okay. This one also, next one, closes under the red dot. Winner, 5 points. Went from here to here. That's 5 points. Actually 6. We only need 5. How about this one right here? Hits the red dot, closes under. We're going to go short. How'd we do? We did great. Picked up at least 5. So again, the signal picked up a lot more than 5. We only need 5. That's how we do it. That's it. Okay, here's another one. Hits the red dot right here. These close above the red dot. No trade, no trade, no trade, no trade. Hits the red dot, closes under it. Only a couple points away. Oh, that's a juicy one. I love that. How'd we do? Winner. And then, throughout the day, as you could see, I just circled them just so you can get when you review this webinar, which will be on YouTube tomorrow, you can go over it again. Here was a trade. We lost on that trade. Again, because the price closed right at the blue dot, point above, and if you're putting your stop loss 1 point below, you only got 2 points of risk. But if you have 5 or 6 or even 7 points of risk, so what? When you have 3 out of 4 winners all day long every day, no big deal. That's the trading business. Now, day trading's not for everybody. If this is not for you, fine. And you go back to that first, the first half of the webinar when I showed you the stock swing trading. Or you can do the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute normal chart that we've been using for many years. That works perfectly fine. I've just been focusing on the new chart because a lot of people have been asking about it and giving such good feedback and all. And I just want to make sure everybody knows the right way to use it. Yeah, closes right above the blue, hits the blue dot. If it doesn't hit the blue dot or the red dot or the blue or red arrow, we don't even pay attention to it. We don't care. We're not interested. We only want low risk trades. Hits the blue dot, closes above it. 1 minute later, winner, 100. Hits the blue dot, comes within a half a point. That's perfectly fine. Closes above it. 1 minute later, winner. all day long. And then at the end of the day, the last day, it got really good. It was just a bunch of winners. It was the last 10 trades were 7 winners, 3 losers, for, which equates to plus $400. The final 3 hours. Here, hits the red arrow, closes right on it. That's fine. 1 minute later, winner. And if you didn't get that one, well, you had another chance here, because the bottom of this bar hits the blue arrow. I said red. Hits the blue arrow, closes above it. 1 minute, 2 minutes. We had to wait 2 minutes. Winner. Hits the top of the arrow, perfectly fine. Closes above it. 1 minute later, winner. Hits the red dot, closes under it. 1 minute later, another winner. I mean, right here, this was sweet. We had like 5 in a row. That's 500. Again, hits the blue arrow, closes right at it. 1 minute later, another winner. 5 points, $100. It's just, we're just banging it out all day. Okay. Hits the blue dot. This one here, nothing yet. Hits the blue dot again. So if you missed that one, had another chance right here. Get in right there at the open of this bar. How'd you do? 1 minute later, another winner. It was just all day long, banging them out. Just a super day. Been a super month. Really good month. For scalping. This is just for scalping. Scalping means I'm only going to be in it 1 or 2 minutes. It's not everybody's style. See, AbleTrend, you don't have to fit AbleTrend style. You do have to use the AbleTrend rules. AbleTrend will fit your style. We've got the scalping chart, because a lot of people can't handle risk and they can't handle the ups and downs of the market, and they can't stay in it for 10 minutes or half an hour or an hour. It doesn't fit their style. Fine. That's why we have the scalp chart. If you like a little longer term, you use the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chart. Fine. Here, this was a beautiful one right here. It hits the red dot, closes a couple points under it, and this thing just, I mean, it dropped 30 points. That's $600 in 1 minute that the signal gave to us. Now, we would have only gotten out after 5 points, but if you're a multi-lot trader, I mean, that was a home run right there. So these are all the trades from today. I don't know what more we could do. How much better anybody could do. How much better can a system, a system where you just simply take the trades like I just discussed in detail. I mean, the software can't make the trades for us. Now, you or I, we have to hit the button. That's the hard part, because we have emotions. And if you have emotions, then day trading is not for you. It's not the right business for you. You have to do, I would suggest, swing trading stocks. You only have to check it a couple times a day. You don't have to be at your computer. Much more relaxed. But so many people, literally hundreds every month, tell us they want to day trade. And that's great. AbleTrend, as you can see, is pretty fantastic for that. And it's consistent. It's not like, oh, we had a lucky day today. Well, it's been this way for a whole month. 30 trading days since I introduced the scalping system. 5 weeks now. It's just been great. Don't believe me. It doesn't count what I say. It only counts what you think. So you've got the software. See what you think. Again, scroll back on the chart. You can practice. Okay, let's look at yesterday, the day before. All you have to do is just scroll back on the chart like this. Now, it's got to be during market hours. I'm Eastern time, so it's 9:30 to 4 o'clock. Just pair it is. No, that's overnight. Oh, there you go. I mean, look at this trade yesterday for a longer term trader. For a trend trader, I always say if the bars are blue and you're trading multiple contracts, you take the automatic one off after the 5 points. You lock in your $100. That's in your bank. But if the bars are still blue, stay in the trade. Look at that trade yesterday. I mean, that was 70 points. That's $1,400 in 1 hour that AbleTrend gave to me, you, and everybody who uses it. If you're trading 2 normal contracts, regular contracts. So it's not for everybody, but we have clients who trade a lot more than that. So I'm glad that, they're very robotic, they're very disciplined, and they don't think, they just take the trades. They don't go by their emotions, because I know if I do, or anybody who trades on their emotions, no chance of winning. Don't even waste your money. You got to trade with a system that's a long-term track record. This is live right now, but we don't use the scalping system. after hours, because it's different kind of trading, very choppy. We use a 3-minute, 9-minute chart for that. A couple quick questions. Do you trade the 1 minute, 2 minute scalp? No. You can't do both. You've never seen me, Rick. You've never seen me put both charts up at the same time. So I'm not sure why you would even ask that, but no, it's one or the other. They're two completely different charts. They have different algorithms. They have different risk tolerance. It's totally different. Bill, yeah, I guess I answered your question. I already went through all the differences in the charts. That scalping is just for being in the trade for 1 or 2 minutes. The normal 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chart is for staying in the trends for longer periods of time. So many people have told me they just can't do it. They can't handle seeing their account, every second of every 5 or 10 seconds, up a couple hundred, down a couple hundred, up a couple hundred. It's a little hard for people to do that. For anybody who can, you'll actually make more money with the normal 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chart. You'll have much bigger winners, but you'll also have bigger losses because there's more risk involved. Either one's fine. It just depends on whatever you're comfortable. Everybody's different. One is not better than another. It's whatever fits your makeup, your style, whatever you're comfortable with. Some people, they don't mind risk at all. They don't care if it goes up, down, up, down. They just, they can stay in the trades all day. Doesn't bother them one bit. Other people, they get real nervous if it goes up or down a couple of points. They get nervous. Fine, whatever you like to do. Scalp chart for in and out quickly. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chart. If you don't mind drawdowns, you can handle more risk. You can handle bigger losses, but also much bigger gains. It just depends on whatever you're comfortable with. Bra says, "Thanks, Ron. Very well explained. Now I get it." Oh, good. I'm glad I did that. After hour chart, Uma, you use the 3 minute, 9 minute chart. 3 minute, 9 minute chart, and that would be more for trend trading because the market doesn't move as much after hours. You're welcome. You're welcome, Rick. I think I got it. I hope I explained that. I hope you understood that. I wanted to be very detailed, take an extra. We took a little longer in this webinar because I just wanted to make it very clear because it's keep it simple. That's all it is. It isn't anything more than what I showed you. Some people almost say, "Hey, that's too simple. That can't work." Then they use it for a couple of weeks and they, "Wow, I never made anything close to this." So compare your normal signals if you just knew on a trial, your normal results that you've had to AbleTrend's results over this month of your 1 month trial, and whatever works best. Obviously, then that's the one you want to that's the one you want to buy. Okay, hope this was helpful. Everybody gets one trial, and then you either decide if you want to get a 1 year or a permanent license. Obviously, the permanent is your better deal. It costs a little bit more than the 1 year. You get it for lifetime. You only count. We'll do whatever you want to do. And good stuff. So keep it simple. One quick question: if we trade one lot, and it is bad if we want to push profit to 10 points, try it and see, Michael. We use the 5 because every time you hit it, you're going to get, you're obviously going to hit 5 a lot more than you're going to hit 10. You can't nail it perfect. I would stick with the 5, and that would be a little simpler and a little easier. Sometimes if you want to go for 10 points, you're going to you'll hit the, what you're telling me is you want to go for doubles and triples. That's fine, but we're being a little more conservative and just going for singles. I think that'll work much better. Keep it simple. Oh, good night, Ali. And I hope, Ali, that I showed you all the trades here because I know you had asked that earlier. So hopefully you took all those trades, nothing more, nothing less. Those were the exact trades to take. And then if you weren't taking some of them, or you took some that you shouldn't have, I hope that this was helpful for you. Tech support is here if you need any help, just to make sure your chart is correct. Now, if you're using a different data source, it's possible that you could, the data coming from a different source, if your data comes in 1 or 2 seconds, later or earlier than say my data, your chart will obviously look slightly different. And no two data sources are alike. But it shouldn't be. It should be almost exactly the same. So this is what it looked like, and hope this was helpful for you. So glad everyone was here. I'm always glad to help. Anything I do for you, let me know. I'll be happy to help you anytime. Be safe, everyone.